So in this project, I'm interested in the stock price, and I will use the statistics method for time series forecasting, the ARMA model. So here, I want to feed an ARMA model to the data set that I have about the Apple stock. Then I will make some predictions. So let's have a look about the data set. Here, we import the pandas and the data frame, and I convert the date column to a date time data type. After that, since I am only interested in the stock close price after November 1st, 2019, so I will only keep the data after that date. Besides, there are some columns that are not important for me, so I will drop some columns such as open, such as high, such as low, and volume. And I perform the operations to the data frame. So here, and later I create a new series and perform the similar operations to the time series as well. And I save the operations result to the time series TS2. During this kind of operations, I noticed that there are some differences between the data frame and the series. So I print the two different kinds of data sets. So I print the close price and I also print the TS2. And as we can see here, both of the two different data sets has 154 rows, but for the first, the close price, it has two columns, the data column and the close column, and for the second one it only has one column, so only for the close column. So for date, it has to be the index in this time series data set. After that, I found that I am interested in the daily rate of return, so I plot the daily rate of return as well in this plot. As we can see here, the daily rate of returns is different between days and days. So after that, because I want to find a model to fit in the daily close price, so I plot the daily close price in this plot, and here it is very clear that it has some trends. So here we have the increasing trend, and here we have the decreasing trend, and here again we have the increasing trend as well. So only from the plot we can figure out that the time series is not stationary. And we can also use the ADF test to have a look about whether the time series data is stationary as well. So here is the code we have, and we save our result to the variable result, and we print the result as well. So as we can see, we have the ADF test, the value, and then we have the p-value as well. So the p-value is 0.6105, which is larger than the 0.05. So it suggests that the time series data may exhibit non-stationary, as the ADF test does not provide enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis of a unit root. So this is the same result that we can have from the plot as well. So how we can deal with this kind of situation? So after that, we do the first order difference operations, and we save our result to the div ts, and we did the same operations once again to have a look about the line chart of the different time series, and we did the ADF test again to see what happens here. So here, when we have a look about the different time series data, it is very clear that we do not have the increase and decrease trend here. And when we have a look about the p-value here, we can see it is very small now. It is much smaller than the 0.05, which means since the p-value is less than the significance level, so the significance level usually is 0.05. That means that we can reject the new hypothesis, and we can conclude that the different time series that we have right now is stationary. So after that, we draw the plot of ACEF plot and the PACF plot as well. So here is the code, and here is what we have about the two plots. So we can see, so for the autocorrelation plot, we can see that it decreased from 1 to 0 around when the lag is equal to 3, but it is very obvious that the autocorrelation becomes bigger than 0 and lower than 0 when the lagger became bigger and bigger, and the similar pattern has been seen in the partial autocorrelation plot as well. So it becomes 0 when the lag is 2, but it becomes bigger and smaller later. So that means that the sequence has a complex dynamic structure. So here it might be the seasonal parameters or other reasons as well. So so here I use some model like the seasonal models as the model that I have here to fit the data that I have. So what I use is the AutoArma function, and I use this model to select and find the optimal ARMA model parameters for the Apple stock data that I have. So here is the code, and here is the result that I have. So as we can see from this row, here we have the parameters. So it's 202, 10012. So the 12 means that we do captured the seasonal parameters and the seasonal effects. And so after that, when we feed our data to this model, we will have some residuals. We receive the residuals to the variable residuals, and we try to draw the seasonal autocorrelation function plot in the residual series to see what happened. As we can see, here is a plot that we have. So as we can see here, when the lag is equal to 0, it's 1, and it becomes 0 very soon. So that shows the seasonal component is completely captured and removed after one seasonal cycle, and the model is successfully captured the seasonal pattern of the data, and the residual sequence no longer contains the seasonal component. So after that, we can do the predictions as what we want to do at the very first. So here we do the forecast. So I forecast the values of the different time series in the 30 days period. And so here I want to plot, so I want to draw the plot that contains the value and the actual value in the same plot. So here is a code, and I want to draw them in the different lengths. And here is the result that I have. So this is the actual value, and this is a forecast value. So I draw the actual value for recent 60 days, and I have the forecast value for recent 30 days. And the actual value in the blue line and the forecast value in the red line. So as we can see, this is the result. And if I click the actual button, I will only have the actual line. And if I click the forecast button, I only can see the forecast line here. So I want to know, so how does the model performs? So here I will draw the scatter plot and the density plot of the residuals. So as we can see here, for the residual scatter plot, as for me, I cannot figure out about the trend. So for the schedule's density plot, it is very similar to the normal distribution, which indicates the fading effect of the model is good. So this is for my project 2, and that's it. So thank you so much for listening to it, and have a good day.